This episode of the Fire Alarm Insider is proudly brought to you by Secured Securities, your trusted partner in fire alarm and security solutions, protecting lives and businesses one system at a time. Today we're going to talk about code compliance and why it's not optional. A code isn't just a suggestion. It's a life safety standard. It's standards and regulations that have been created over a situation that has been dictated over time. So if a particular incident took place over time, it's going to require the codes, standards, and regulations to either be written or to actually be changed. In which what we have today is the National Fire Protection Association, which writes our standards and codes and regulations for the fire alarm industry. And there's different chapters and different book chapters that you would have to go through in order to understand the performance of a fire alarm system, the type of wiring of a fire alarm system, where you should install a fire alarm system, and how to install these fire alarm systems. Now, everything is not all in one book, but you do need all of these resources, and you have to work with professional engineers, NICET level 2, 3, and 4 technicians to actually understand how to put a complete fire alarm system in any type of application. So I want you to think of these codes and regulations as a safety blueprint. So when you're designing your system, you're giving this building the safety that the building need, the notification that the occupants need, so that way you can get the fire department there to minimize any damages to the building or any injuries that may occur if the building is going up in flames in one particular area. We want to make sure that we can alert these occupants so that way they could get away safely and away from danger. This episode of the Fire Alarm Insider is sponsored by the Fire Alarm Business Blueprint. If you're a seasoned technician looking to start your own fire alarm business, we have a 9-step course for you to take you from starting your business to getting your fire alarm license, marketing, and also getting money into your business. If this sounds like you, the link is in the show notes. Let's get back to the program. It's a universal standard. So from New York to California to across the world, a fire alarm system will have to be installed according to the National Fire Protection Association, also according to the AHJ. Whomever your AHJ for your local jurisdiction, they will enforce the codes and regulation for a fire alarm system. It's 100% a legal requirement, especially if you are opening a building, a restaurant for that matter. If you're opening any amusement park or any assembly type area, you have to have a fire alarm system. You have to notify the occupants that somewhere in the building, something is going on. And a fire alarm system is definitely 100% protection for people and the property. It definitely can help the property owner, the building managers reduce their cost if there ever is an emergency in the building. So you don't want to have a whole floor go up in flames. I would rather no section go in flames, but if a small area, closet or something goes in flame, that's a little more feasible for me out my pockets rather than converting the whole and fixing the whole entire floor of a building, especially in New York City. So why code matters? Situation dictates. Over time, tragic events had happened. People got together, had to write some type of rules, had to write some type of standards so that way, so they could prevent these types of tragic events from happening. You don't want to place a smoke detector incorrectly. You want to give it the correct spacing so that way it can detect smoke in the way it's designed to detect smoke. You want to put manual pull stations in a height in which everyone can reach it, not just people who are standing on their feet. There are ADA requirements for people who are in wheelchair. There are candela requirements or the intensity of a strobe flash for people who have disabilities. So a fire alarm system has to respect everyone, whether you have disabilities or not. We are going to let you know that there is some type of emergency in this building and you need to take action. To install a fire alarm system, you have to be licensed in your state. You have to work with a licensed electrician so that way they can run the pipe, pull the permit, add the high voltage to the fire alarm system, and potentially install the whole entire system. You have to have insurance. You have to have the proper insurance for a fire alarm company, and this all falls on your reputation. You want to be known as the company who installs systems the right way, not just come in here running shabby, cheap wiring, wherever you want to put smoke detectors, incorrect mountain heights for horn strobes and pull stations. You want to do things according to the rules and regulations. You follow the rules, you'll have no problems. Now, most of us love shortcuts. We always love to get to A to A point A, right? We don't even want to get to B. We want to hurry up and get to the end result before we could actually do what we need to do. So don't place smoke detectors in the wrong spot. Give it the proper spacing. Use the proper wire, especially if you're in New York City. We have to use the New York City rated wire. It is expensive, but you transfer the cost over to the client. Unfortunately, somebody has to pay for it because they're mandating us to use this type of wire for a reason. You don't want to have missing devices. If your design says you need 20 smoke detectors, install 20 smoke detectors. It's not that difficult. And you have to do 100% tests. You need to verify that each and every device will activate the output function. You don't want to just know because you're a program and you've been doing this for 30 years. You want to test and verify. Because if you don't test and verify, your shortcut definitely will put lives at risk, and I can't go to sleep with lives at risk. So I need to make sure that this system is going to work 100% as we said it will. So our approach is simple. We have a framework that follows the code exactly. Our engineer designs the system according to the application. I train my team, and we also all follow the same framework, the repeatable, perfect fire alarm framework, and we explain it not just in a way where we just dumping information on you, in a way that you actually follow us through the process. That way you can have an understanding of what we're giving you, what we're selling you, and how we're protecting you. Now, remember, these codes and standards exist to protect people, and your work must honor that, always. This episode of the Fire Alarm Insight is brought to you by Securit Security. Securit Securities presents you the perfect fire alarm install, from inception all the way down to installation to the one-time pass inspection with the fire department. If you're looking for the perfect install, click the link in the show notes to talk more. So if you found this episode helpful, I want you to share this. And also, if you know someone who's getting in the fire alarm industry, who's trying to level up their experience, share this with them as well. Fire alarm expert, I'm out. I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.